Sam, I'm one of the keepers here at Sea Life Sydney Aquarium, and we're back with another episode of our Fishy Features, where we tell you all about our local species here at our aquarium. So today we are going to be focusing on our black cods. So these guys are really, really cool. They actually have a bunch of different names. So in Australia you might hear them called black cod, black rock cod, or even black grouper. In New Zealand, you can also find them over there. They're called saddle-tailed grouper or spotted black grouper. So they've got tons of different names. So they're a part of the grouper family. So they very characteristically, they look like a grouper. So they've got the big mouth, big lips, really big eyes for catching their prey, and they're very, very large in size. So these guys that we have here, they do grow up to about 80 kilograms, and they can be up to 2 meters in length. So that's pretty big. That's bigger than me. So these guys, we do feed them a whole bunch of different things. So they tend to like fish most of all, so things like bonito and slimy. We just hand feed them whole, just wave it in front of their face and they'll come and take it if they want it. They also like things like squid and yellowtail and different crustaceans, prawns, crabs, things like that. And that's something that they would be eating in the wild. So it's very, very natural for them. So these guys are super cool. They are very territorial. So in the wild, these guys will generally find themselves a nice cave or a hole or something, and they'll actually hang out there for most of their lives. They have very, very long lives. They can be 50 years plus, and they do get rather large. So it does take them a really, really long time to get to their adult size. They're very slow growing, and they do breed later in life. So these guys are classed as a near threatened species. So this means that there actually aren't that many of them left in the wild. This is because in between 1950s and 1970s, people actually went out, and they're very, very easy to catch. So they were using, spear fishermen were going out with their spear fishing guns, and because they're quite slow moving and they tend to be in the same area, they're very, very easy to target. So they were very, very heavily hunted during that time, and it's taken them a really long time to recover. So because they don't breed until they're adults, when all the adult population was removed, all those juveniles are taking a while to get back to where they would be of breeding age. So these guys are found all up and down the eastern coast of Australia, and they are actually found in northern New Zealand as well. So all up and down, right from Lord Howe Island, right down to about the border of Victoria. And they tend to be found in quite shallow water, so only to about up to 50 metres in depth. They tend to, like I said, they tend to be in caves or gutters, holes, things like that, somewhere where they can defend their territory. So they are very territorial. If another adult, male or female, comes anywhere near them, they tend to display their colours. They can actually change the colour of their skin, so they might go from being really, really dark in colour or black or grey. They can actually change to be almost black and white, so a bit of a warning pattern to say, this is my home, you can't come in here. And that's how they kind of fend off. They'll kind of do a bit of a dance as well. Sometimes you can see it if you get two big males together or even two big females. And they'll kind of dance around each other, always staying within each other's eye line. So they don't ever want to turn their back on the other one, because that's when they might get hurt. So here at Sea Life Sydney Aquarium, you can find them in Shark Valley. We do have 4 of them here. So we have 2 really large ones. They're probably almost adult size now. And then we've got one slightly smaller one, and then one little juvenile. So the 2 smaller ones, they tend to hang out by themselves, but the 2 adults are really starting to establish their own territories now. So they'll be in different parts of the tank. So when you come and you're looking for them, tend to look over the ledges a little bit, look for any little caves or any little like rock formations, because they'll probably be hiding around there. Under our big platform behind me, there's one of them that likes to hang back there. Or come and see us during feeding time, and they'll definitely be out and about then. So another really interesting thing about the black cod is that they can actually change their sex. So most of the juveniles will start out life as females, and then when they get to about 1 metre in length, they can actually change to become males. This generally depends on population, so how many other sexes are in the area. If there's heaps of females, then the males will tend to start to change, or vice versa. So it just depends on population growth. They are actually protected in Australia and New Zealand, so you can't actually go out and catch them, but the populations are continuing to increase. So if you are out diving, do keep an eye out for them. They'll tend to be just offshore in about 20 to 50 metres of water, hiding in a little hole, waiting for you to come and say hi. So thanks so much for listening today, guys. We hope you learned something new about a local Sydney species, and we'll see you next time.